We start with baseball.
Of course.
And what would the Dodgers have in store for a Game 2 encore?
Also importantly, will the Dodgers have Shohei for Game 3? Today is a travel day. Last night was the encore, the first ever walk-off Grand Slam winner in World Series history. Came off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Juan Soto, he's like the only guy in the Yankees lineup who's been hitting, and he does right here, top of the third. If it's fair, it's good. It is. One swing of the bat, that ties things up. His fourth home run this postseason. Every single one of them maybe either tied the game or given the Yankees the lead. Bottom of the third, same score, 1 on, 2 out for Teoscar Hernandez. Carlos Rodon got touched up in this game, man. That's a 2-run shot. Dodgers take a 3-1 lead. Rodon tying a World Series record for the Yankees, giving up 3 home runs in a Yankees World Series game. Not the record you kind of want to attach yourself to. Very next batter, Freddie Freeman, your Game 1 hero. Let's do it again. For the Dodgers, the first time hitting back-to-back jacks in a World Series since 1981. They're up now 4-1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto going up against Aaron Judge. Yikes. Judge's postseason struggles continue. Meanwhile, Yamamoto, remember, he turned down an offer from the Yankees to opt instead, signing with the Dodgers. He went 6 1/3 strong, 1 hit, 1 run, 4 strikeouts. Home half of the 7th. Scary moment for the Dodgers. 59 regular season stolen bases for Ohtani. That doesn't look good. Sound up.
肩っすね。肩。どっちの肩？左。左肩。外れた？多分。本当に？
Yeah, got caught stealing. You see, he's a human moose, so that is a lot of force, a lot of weight bearing down on that left shoulder, which was the injury. Dave Roberts after the game saying, listen, the strength is great, range of motion was good. He's going to get tested. Again, today is a travel day as the series shifts to New York, so maybe that helps the Dodgers. Can they get help the Yankees offensively? Top of the 9th, their last shot here. Only 1 hit up to this point in the game for the Pinstripes. Giancarlo Stanton, he'll drive in Juan Soto, so now the Yankees trail 4-2. Jazz Chisholm, what's he going to do? All right, he'll dump this into right field. So the Yankees have an opportunity here to take a lead. Anthony Volpe, bases jacked, goes chasing. Yikes. So 2 away for the Yankees. Blake Trinan out, lefty Alex Vesia in. He says, I've been imagining this moment in my front yard since I was a little kid. Can he get pinch hitter Jose Trevino? First pitch, 1 catch. That's another win for the Dodgers. They hang on to win 4-2. They take a 2-0 series lead for the first time since 1988 postgame. Here's the skip, though, on Ohtani.
We're going to get some tests at some point tonight, tomorrow, and then we'll know more in the next couple days. But the strength was great, the range of motion good, so we're encouraged.
Okay, encouragement is good. Optimism out of LA as again the series shifts now to the Bronx. Tim Kurkjian joining the program now. Tim, the Dodgers, they do have depth. Everybody has been hitting 1 through 9. That being said, how does Ohtani's availability impact the rest of this series?
Well, if he's out, of course, they're really going to miss him. But they do have the best lineup in baseball. And as you said, it's 1 through 9. In Game 1 of the World Series, Tommy Edman hit 9th. And in the LCS, he had 11 hits and 11 RBIs. Then they have Enrique Hernandez hitting down in the order. He's got 16 postseason home runs. However, Ohtani was the best hitter in the National League this year. He's going to win the MVP, probably unanimously. And the whole thing starts with him at the top of the lineup. And let's keep in mind, the Dodgers pitching has been great the first 2 games of the series, but it has not been totally great in this postseason. They're going to need offense, and it always starts with Ohtani. So we'll see exactly how healthy he is maybe tomorrow.
He's certainly the table setter. These Dodgers starters continue to shut down the Yankees. Meanwhile, especially Aaron Judge. 1 for 9 in this series, batting 145 in the playoffs since 2020. Why is he struggling so mightily, Tim, in this series and beyond?
Well, he's pressing a little bit, as you can imagine. And when I asked Aaron Boone this season, late in the season, why has Judge been so unbelievably good this season, it's because he hasn't chased out of the strike zone. But he has done that in this postseason. He's 6 for 40 with 19 strikeouts in this postseason. And in the last 5 games, he swung 59 times, swung and missed 32 times. That's the worst swing and miss rate in any 5-game period in his career. Now, again, he's facing elite pitching. Jack Flaherty was tremendous the other night. Yamamoto was really good last night. However, he's really got to get it going. And one thing he has to do is stop chasing pitches out of the strike zone. Easier said than done, but he's such a great hitter. There's no doubt he can turn this around like that. But when you're down 2-0 in the series, he's going to have to turn it around if the Yankees are going to get going.
Sure. Maybe some home cooking will change things. The next 3 are at Yankee Stadium. They might not need that third one if they can't figure things out. Tomorrow, 5 Eastern on ESPN2, we have a full preview of Game 3. Tim Kurkjian joining us with the latest this morning on SportsCenter. Thanks, Tim. Okay, initial signs, optimistic, right, for the Dodgers. They're now in New York for Games 3, 4, if they need a 5th. That being said, as Carl Ravitch joins the program, how does Ohtani's availability impact the rest of this series?
It's problematic for sure. But again, this is a dude that's been playing this entire season in a sense with one arm because he wasn't pitching, he was hitting, and of course put up MVP numbers. The 2-0 advantage certainly helps them. The idea that Dave Roberts was so optimistic is enormously important because that means they at least know something. I guess the problem with all that, Gary, is that Aaron Judge hurt his toe in the same building, and we thought this is not a big deal, and we lost him for almost the entire season of 2023. They got a 2-0 lead. They have the opportunity to take a day off. They could rest him in Game 3 if they want. It's sort of insulting to reduce it to all he's got to do is hit, but all he's got to do is hit, and it's his left shoulder, not his right shoulder. So that's the hand that you need to have on the bat, the right one. The left one comes off all the time. I'm not losing like a lot of sleep over the injury because of the words that Robert shared last night. Okay.
Speaking of losing sleep and all you got to do is hit, you got to imagine Aaron Judge is losing sleep because he has not been able to manufacture just but a hit in this World Series. 1 for 9. How have the Dodgers pitchers been so effective in shutting not just him down, but really the Yankees lineup in totality?
It's a good point. Flashback to April. This is the Aaron Judge we saw to start the season. The great news is that May, June, July, and everything else followed. He ended up with 58 homers. As he said last night, we just run out of time real quick in the postseason. It's the off-speed stuff. He's chasing way out of the zone again. His chase rate is way up. His whiff rate is way up. He's got to deal with a flight home. He's got to deal with all the predictions. I'm sure you saw the pregame show last night. You have Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter asked to make predictions. Both of them predicted, one, that he was going to hit a homer. Alex Rodriguez predicted he was going to hit 2 homers. Here's the mental side of it, which you know very well, and Randy and everybody else that follows sports. The idea that I heard Aaron Judge say, I'm failing them last night is a problem. You're not failing anybody. You're struggling right now. But it takes one at bat, hit a ball 100 miles an hour, get back at home, talk to your hitting guru, and things can turn quickly. The 1996 Yankees were involved in a situation in which they lost the first 2, went to Atlanta, and then they swept. So they ended up winning in 6 games. This is not unfamiliar territory. What you hope is at some point he can elevate a ball to right field, hit a homer, and it turns like that.
Well, they're in the right ballpark to do that. The short porch at right field in Yankee Stadium will be the venue for Game 3. Ravi running point on baseball tonight, which is tomorrow, 5 Eastern, ESPN2, a full preview of Game 3. Ravi, much appreciated.
Thank you.
If he misses time, LA might be all right. Team's up 2-0 in a best-of-7 World Series. They've gone on to win said series 82% of the time. However, the most recent team to make that comeback, the Yankees, in 1996, who trailed 2-0 against the Bravos before coming back to win 4 straight. Randy, you remember that series?
I do, yeah.
You do remember that series?
I remember Jim Leyritz and Mark Wohlers, and I remember all of the Yankees. I remember Wade Boggs riding a horse. Yeah.